we are only just now in the process of sort of exploring 3D printing as far as how can we incorporate it in our business strategy. A lot of times right now we use it mainly just for internal use, as far as just, again, 3D printing a small scale model of an idea. It could be, you know, either like a wing mirror, or you know, on a smaller scale, because right now the CNC machine that we have is not really large. I think it's only it's like 5 by 5 or something like that. So there's only a certain scale that we can print at. So we're using it a lot within our creative process, as far as, you know, validating, you know, certain three-dimensional aspects of our designs. You know, that there's only so much you can see on a tube, you know, toggling a 3D model. I mean, I think sometimes it's become such a comfort that, and it's such a quick way of creating an idea, that we kind of fall in love with it. But we're starting to utilize a 3D printer for kind of hands-on, you know, real-life validation, just to assess a design. You know, so I think right now that's what we use it mostly for. As far as utilizing 3D print as far as for a final, as part of a final product, you know, I think right now in the automotive field, it's being explored more on a customizable base. Like, how can we use 3D printing to do custom, like, you know, seat molds, or custom headrests, you know? So I think that's where right now that's the strong push. As far as putting it on more mass market, either parts, or I don't think we're at that point yet, but it's coming. I would say probably in the next 5 years. And again, 3D printing, the key to 3D printing is where it's not just about, oh, it's the next technology. Really, what it allows you to do is create sculptures. Like, for example, undercuts. It's the most free manufacturing process that we have right now, as far as the ability to make a form which, you know, for example, you know, with molded pieces, you have to have a part line, because you need to create, you know, a mold to create the shape, and as a result, there are certain undercuts or surfaces, negative parts that you cannot create as a result of that, right? Because it would get stuck in the mold. 3D printing eliminates all that. It allows you to really create any type of form that you want, more or less. And that's the great part about it. And I still think it's when you talk about the potential of 3D printing, really, and it's still in its infancy stage. I think what's lacking right now is the ability to create materials that are much more representational of, you know, more solid materials that we use, like, for example, like, you know, in the car industry. So I still think it needs a little bit of growth. I think they need to find new polymers or new materials to kind of feed into a 3D printer to be able to, I think, for it to be much more mass used, kind of. So.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.